Hi, hello everyone. This is Glitch Talk series. We are back again for you all. Unfortunately, we can't able to post a video last week because we all stuck up with some work. Everybody was busy from our team. Hi Dennis, hi Key. Again, we are here for
Hello.
you with a again we are here for you with a new topic. So today's topic is about something two different things. One is imagination and one is reality. So the main theme of the topic is like how we are dealing with routines.
Yeah,
Each and everybody is having routine in your life. So uh, if you're taking me, I have routines like I'm a student, I'm studying now, and I need to go for a part time. I need to cook my food, and then I need to talk with my family, those who are staying away from this place. And then there are a lot of routines in between this, and we are managing with these commitments. There are some glitches also in between these routines.
yeah,
So we need some people to motivate us. So we are here to motivate you all, and we are going to pick those routine glitches, and we are going to talk about that. So we split this video as two. So me, myself, and Kirtana will talk about the students' routines and then glitches, and then we'll go to Dennis. Dennis is a multi-talented working person. So so he is the best person to give a conclusion, and he is going to talk about what are the glitches and other things he's facing in his working phase. So
yeah.
we'll start with Keetana today. So she will talk about student glitches.
Main glitch about routine in a student life is feeling what we want to do and what we can do. That difference is a major one, is what I feel, because in a student life, it's most of the time dealing with different kinds of enjoyments and different kinds of fun and different lifestyle routines. But then when it comes down to the goals that we have in our life, it is always this thing that if we are fixed in our ways, then only we can achieve those certain goals. So there comes this difference of what we want to do and what we have to do.
Mhm.
This is what I would like to talk about today, that what we want to do will not always go with what we have to do, but we should try to pick out the important ones in what we want to do and try placing them in the routine of what we have to do to make things better for ourselves. Yeah.
Interesting.
um yeah, and I would like to talk about keeping a routine in which everything is included, like making food which we like for ourselves, or
Mhm.
making it a point to think about our health and working out or doing yoga or something like that.
Mhm.
And when it comes to our work or college stuff, making one schedule to follow every day, that would also make sense.
Yeah,
And like that, we need to like divide everything and give at least 60% of our time to each one of these things to
yeah,
make it to our goals.
yeah,
And back then, according to me, as of now, it's a disturbed routine because I'm still adapting to UK's life and weather conditions and everything else, the food and everything. But back then, my dad used to make it a very important point to make me follow the routine. If it was morning 5:30 yoga, it was 5:30 yoga. That's it. There was no other go in that.
Yes.
So it was, now when I'm looking back on those days, I feel the routine played a very important role and made me come until here in my life now.
yeah.
So I have to get used to it again. I have to start and set everything again so that I go further and feel much more better.
Mm.
So that's how it goes.
Yeah, that's a good
Interesting.
point. Interesting.
Yeah.
And what I feel after Kirtana's talk is like discipline. The routine makers, and it will I think it will lead us in a disciplined way because we are students. We don't have
Mhm.
any restrictions, which means we can do at any time. Our timetables are different. Our timings are totally different. when I see the people who are working, they are really busy like a machines. They are waking up early, they are making their food, and they are running for work. And then again, they are coming back after completing the work. They are doing the routine again. They are cooking their food. They are planning for the next day. I have few friends, those who are working. When I talk with them in call, I'm feeling these things like as a student, I don't have much commitments, and in some way, I feel like I'm out of discipline. Sometimes I'm a lazy person usually. So even if I am having assignments also, I'll think like, okay, I have 20 days, I have 30 days, I'll do it later. But
Yeah.
at first semester, it lead me like I can't able to handle all the assignments. The submission dates are closer. Usually we have 5 submissions, which means they will give 1 week time. So we have to follow a routine first of all to make us disciplined. That will help
Mhm.
us when we are going to a working phase. Definitely we have to wake up early. Definitely we have to cook our food. Definitely we have to go and work there with some commitment. So these are the things. And one more good point is like Kirtana's father make her to do the yoga and which later. So these are the some things we have to pick out from those people who are already in those stage. What
After
about
I have been following that part of the routine and stuff, I have experienced something that if something is making us feel that we are like, if we are doing something that is really boring at some point,
Mhm.
at the end, obviously it's going to turn out really good
Yeah.
somehow.
okay?
It
Yeah.
Yeah.
might seem to be boring at the start. It might seem to be boring to others when they're seeing us doing it, or to anybody else. But at the
Mhm.
end, it's going to be the best thing ever, and you're going to become the best person of yourself.
Yeah.
That's how yoga or something made a difference in me, in my understanding, or with handling stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah. These are very interesting points that you've made. Routine is boring. The B word is what I've been waiting for all this while, and you hit it on the head. Nobody likes boring. Everybody wants. We live in a world where everybody wants to be fun and happening. You want you want to wake up in Miami and sleep in Paris, and then and then go on a date in Dubai the next day. It's a good thing. Social media is also not helping.
Yeah.
That people post all manner of fake. Some of them may be real, but people post all manner of things online, and then people begin to, measure themselves with
Exaggerated.
these, yes, exaggerated lifestyles and all that, and we tend to forget that we are different journeys in our lives.
Yeah.
And routines, they are the foundation and the basis for humanity. And something you said, which was spot on, both of you, is the fact that it helps us to be disciplined. But apart from that, it brings about balance. Now, that you have a routine does not mean that you will not have fun, does not mean that you will not go to school, does not mean you will not work, does not mean you will not see family. It's to have a routine that is balanced. That's the key
Yeah.
word here. Because when
Yes.
you
Yeah.
have a balanced routine, then you know you would know that your life is segmented to do different things, because that's how we are wired to do. And then of course people tend to say, oh my God, are you class assignment is due 1 month time, why are you struggling to do assignment now? They're not good friends. Now, when I was doing my master's donkey years ago, I was submitting my assignments 6 weeks. The moment we start, I've already gone through the module page. From day one, I've started reading. By week 4, I've already started writing assignment. By week 6, I've finished my assignment. I submit my assignment sometimes 1 month to the deadline.
Mm.
And that lifestyle has helped me, because what that does for me is that it gives me capacity to do other things. In my career, as a lecturer, when I started working as a lecturer newly, I worked in universities where there was not enough time to research. It was teaching, teaching, teaching. But I've already been conditioned to be able to segment my life in such a way that, I know how to finish things on time. So if it takes some people one full day or 2 days or 3 days to write a lecture slide. It takes me 1 hour or 2 hours to develop a
You
lecture
used
slide.
to finish it before time and make
Yeah.
time for us to have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
What that makes for me now is I now have time to do other
Yeah.
things. When people mark exams, I taught a class of 500. So others will release results after 1 month. I will work with my team to make sure in 7 days, maximum 10 days, all results are released. What that does for us is that I know that I'm supposed to release results in 3 weeks' time or 1 month. If I release it 2 weeks earlier, I can take that 2 weeks' time to begin to do other things.
Yeah.
So routines are very, very important because they help us to build, a system that works for us. The other thing that routine does is that it gives us a good work ethics. When you go for interviews, sometimes you tend to say, I have a master's, I have a this, but sometimes employers want to know that if we give you this job, you will show up.
Yeah.
So I've got good work ethics. I make commitments and I keep it. That's what routine does. You can say that because you know you will show up. So routine it helps you to build credibility as well. So these are different things why we said we are going to talk about routines today, because there is this fantasy that people have, which is, living in a utopia where your life is a unicorn. Everything kumbaya, my love, kumbaya. Oh, no. There is no, you cannot, have an exam passed without going through the assignment. People just want to have grades without going to assignment. Life is an assignment, and we have to submit it. We've got to put our act together, do the work, and submit it, and then we get graded. So routines help us to stay focused. Routines make us disciplined. We build that work ethics that will help us, to stand out from the crowd. But something to say while we're talking about all these things is that people have different way of doing routine as well, based on their personality and all that. We must not forget that bit. However, our core conversation today is saying to anybody who is watching this video that, it's okay. It's okay to be boring. It's okay. What matters is the end, so the process sometimes is not usually fun. When you look at the process of making a phone, it's not really funny, but when you have the final product in your hand, oh wow, it's lovely. Same thing with food. Bashar keeps saying you have to cook and eat and go to work, cook and eat and go to work. He likes food like me. Now now, when you are making food, it's not necessarily you have onions chopped here, every garlic, everything on the but when you put it all together, last time I was in Dubai, I had this it's egg with vegetables in it, with cheese and Irish potatoes. It was like an egg bake. It was mad. I still it was just mad. But when you see that, it looks so beautiful and it tastes brilliant. But if you want to make that dish, trust me, you're going to have a dirty table because you're going to have everything on the table when you're doing that.
Yeah.
What is the process?
Yeah.
Is the process. I was talking to Bashar earlier today, and he was talking about the fact that he went to Bristol. Bashar is traveling all over UK now to look at the entire country, and he traveled via Birmingham, and he said, "Oh, I passed through Birmingham," and I said I was there for 3 hours trying to connect. While you're waiting for your connecting bus, Bashar, you sat there. Many people were taking different buses and going. You did not just say, oh my God, 1 hour gone, and let me just take this bus and go. No, you waited for your bus.
Yes.
That's what routine does. Every one of us are on a journey. Routine keeps us on track. You may sit in the bus stop for 3 hours, but you will get to your bus when it's your bus. You don't need to jump into in a bus. You don't need to. That's why people jump from. Some people cannot stay in a particular work for more than a month or 2 months or 3 months because they don't have the discipline. Some people fail out of school not because they're bad, but just because they don't have the discipline. And this is what we are here to talk about today. Routine is not a glitch. It's a lifestyle. It's adult 101. It pays the bills.
Yes.
It pays the bills. So that's our encouragement to celebrate your routines, appreciate your routines, and do your routines. Put in the work. Don't come down from the bus yet. Don't drop the ball yet. Just stay focused, and I would tell you for free, time will come when you would be, having your Dubai experience and and your Paris experience and especially for young people who watch all the things you see Instagram people do or all these travel bloggers who no. Everybody will not be a travel blogger, It's time to start to think about staying focused, getting your putting in the work, getting the results, and all the rest is going to work out well in the end. That's my thinking around routine and glitches.
I
Yeah,
support that
definitely.
point, Dennis, because it's different for everyone. And some people try following others according to their routine. That doesn't work. That
Yeah.
actually doesn't work because you're trying to be someone else, it means.
Mhm. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
So even if we are doing little by little or by one as a habit, we need to just try doing it by ourselves in our ways. That's what
Yeah.
I believe.
And just
Yeah.
to add that I would rather be an original copy than a cheap photocopy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Short and
Yes.
sweet.
Yeah.
So we
So
have to
that's it. Yeah.
talk with ourselves first. We have to we have to correct our routines first.
Yeah.
Then definitely there will be some achievement if we are correcting these things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
apart from glitches, so find out the things which you all are facing, and you make your routine as in a proper disciplined way, and whatever the terms you can in your routines. And then let's see if you are following any good routines and it lead you in a good path, just leave that in comments. That will be helpful for others to follow, maybe in
Yeah.
some way.
Yeah.
Fine. So
And
can we?
let's not also kid ourselves. It's not automatic. We got to be patient
Yes.
with routines. Bashar said to me, I'm looking more trimmed and handsome now, and I'm coming down. I can't help myself. It's been a journey. It was not. Sometimes we think when we hit the treadmill, all the weight will drop. No, you got to be consistent. You got to
Consistent,
It's
be in
yes.
going
it.
to reflect
With it.
someday.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Okay. Okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
Fine. So we can stop this talk here. So if you have any other thoughts in your mind about this topic, leave this on comment. So we'll read it and then reply you back. And then if you have anything else in your mind to talk about, just leave that also in comments so we can follow up and try to talk about the topics in upcoming weeks. Fine. We are signing off from Glitch Talks. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.